What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka JustTenMoreMinutes, aka the Freakin 10, back again on Monday. And you know what that means, more Sabaton. Now, this one, Hill 3234. I saw on the history when I was looking for songs to cover that this was the Soviet-Afghan War, which kind of, falls in line with the last one that I covered with, kind of Israel and defeating the three enemies in the 6 days, whatever it was. Now getting into the Soviet and Afghan War. And Hill 3234, it's interesting because from a song title itself, unless you know what this is referencing, if I was to look at, a discography or something like that, and I see something called Hill 3234, I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. But with Sabaton, it's different, right? Because it's just everything is a freaking story. Everything draws you in just to get you to say, I want to listen to that. So I'm very, very curious to see. And this is not something I even know about. I mean, if I think about the Middle East and even, yes, being that close to the Soviet Union, I don't think about them going to war ever. But there's this big, rich history of all of these countries that have interacted over there that just aren't told as much. And that's one of the reasons I love doing this with Sabaton is there is so much history out there that is just goes untold. So let's check it out and see what this is about. Okay, so I'm gonna stop. I'll back it up because I heard Joachim starting to sing again. The difference between this one and one of the ones that I didn't like because of the cadence and just the continuous is this one has the change in the cadence. Because it's not just, him going in one set tone. He's breaking it up, of hold your ground when you're fighting those who fight. Death is waiting on the hill, no surrender, shoot to kill. You have to hold your ground, right? I mean, there's different cadences that they're putting in there that just, for me, audibly keeps it interesting and not just one continuous tone. Now, as far as the lyrics go, I want to hear the history. Landed on the hilltop, Soviet forces are in place, awaiting orders. They were only 39. They were told to hold the line, in control. Now, I like what they did there. At first, I was like, really? Are they going to do this whole cadence like they did? I forget the song. That's how easily it was. That just had the one cadence to it. But this one switches it up to where it's awaiting orders. And then they were told to hold the line, in control. I like what, I mean, as long as you're changing the cadence on how you're delivering these things, I don't mind that. Sent into battle, came from the sky, trapped on a mountain, and into the fire. Now, those don't necessarily rhyme, but again, if you go back and listen to it, just the way he pronounced it, he made it rhyme. Hold your ground when you're fighting those who fight. Death is waiting on the hill. No surrender, shoot to kill. You have to hold your ground, kill the warrior in your sight. Death is waiting on the hill. No surrender, shoot to kill. I'm almost ready just to pause this and go watch the history. You had me at they were only 39. They were told to hold the line. This goes back to a couple of them, actually, where it was like the 40 guys that were holding off that entire army on the hill. I already forget which one, obviously. But this kind of has, again, this story of just resolve. Let's keep going.
Waiting on the hill, no surrender, shoot to kill. January 7th, on the hilltop battle costs, follow orders. Holding the ground, till the final round, one by one.
Oh, I love when he does that with his voice.
Fight through the sundown, into the night, enduring the darkness, awaiting the light. Hold your ground when you're fighting those who fight. This is waiting on the hill. No surrender, shoot to kill. You have to hold your ground. Kill the warrior in your sight. That is waiting on the hill. No surrender, shoot to kill.
I really like that.
Sent into battle, came from the sky, trapped on a mountain and into the fire. Hold your ground when you're fighting those who fight. This is waiting on the hill. No surrender, shoot to kill. You have to hold your ground. Kill the warrior in your sight. That is waiting on the hill. No surrender, shoot to kill.
I really like that one. Again, great job of matching the song to the mood and putting these images in your head. You have these 40 guys that were supposed to hold this line, right? And then just the way they broke up the cadence and the delivery, I really, really, really liked it. Music was great. Lyrics were great. Definitely got me interested in the story. I'm sitting here like I want to know. I mean, I could go ahead and play it.
And it was about that time that JTMM knew he wanted to see the history.
I definitely do. January 7th, hold the hilltops at all cost. Follow orders. Holding their ground to the final round, one by one. Fight through the sundown into the night, enduring the darkness, awaiting the light. Hold your ground when you're fighting those who fight. Death is waiting on the hill. No surrender, shoot to kill. You have to hold your ground. Kill the warrior in your sight. Death is waiting on the hill. No surrender, shoot to kill. What I really liked on this next part. So stand, hold your ground, come around, hostile land, your last stand. Is a lot of times these bands will, and not Sabaton in particular, but I've heard songs where you've got people muttering stuff in the background. And I use the term muttering because you can't necessarily understand what they're saying. But what they did is stand, hold your ground, come around, hostile land, your last stand. They repeat that, but now you know what they're saying as Joachim goes, under fire, low on munitions, make your bullets count, push their warriors back down the mountain, rule the battlefront. I like that. Under fire, low on munitions. Make your bullets count. Push their warriors back down the mountain. Rule the battlefront. I like that. I like that verse a lot. Sent into battle, came from the sky, trapped on a mountain and into the fire. Hold your ground when you're fighting those who fight. Death is waiting on the hill, no surrender, shoot to kill. You have to hold your ground, kill the warrior in your sight. Death is waiting on the hill, no surrender, shoot to kill. Okay. So I'm going to get, it didn't click at first, so just, I was listening, I was so in tune to the music, I wasn't necessarily picturing all of the story at the beginning. So the reason that they were 39, I'm assuming maybe they're paratroopers. Just because of not only just the opening of Landed on the Hilltop, but just that they were sent from the sky, or sent into battle came from the sky, trapped on the mountain and into the fire. So I'm assuming they're paratroopers that were dropped in to hold this particular point. As I'm sitting here thinking about the song, I'm like, okay, is there anything I could nitpick with it? Nope. Music was great. Guitar solos were great. Drums, everything was great. I love when Joachim truly shows his vocals off and not just, it's kind of like Christmas Truth, right? Where he was able to kind of sing. But on this one where he puts that power into it and then he shows, of just how he can just continue to hold that note and then start going up octaves. I love that. I really, really like the song. I love the cadence of it. And yeah, I want to hear that. I'm almost ready just to listen to history now. Unfortunately, I do have to work today. But yeah, let's see where it goes. Yeah, check out tomorrow for the history, or else I'm going to sit here and just picture this in my head because it painted the perfect picture. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Y'all know who I'm, what I'm about. JTMM, like, subscribe, and share. I'm out.